There's more than likely going to be more than one part to this video. Just saying. Hello everybody, once again, I am back because it takes forever to get my channel updated and such, because I don't like to do things with my family around, because for one, the way I record is in my hallway with my phone taped to the wall, because setups are great to have, and all this lighting that's right here, that's just from my hallway. So, and I'm not sure if you guys can see it, or if you're going to see it later in the video, but yes, I have a black eye, and I have stitches on my eyebrow, because I kind of fell and hit a wall, and I busted my face open, so that was fun. But what this video is supposed to be is I'm actually making a knight helmet, like, you know, back in the medieval days, like fighting dragons and all that. I have all the materials to the side, and I will be listing them off as I'm using them, or I'm just going to do that in a second, because, you know, if you guys ever want to do this yourselves, or at least your own style, you at least know what I use so you can get like a reference or whatever. So if I'm going to hop into that stuff right now, actually. So here, you may notice it's a nice trash can. All my stuff's in it though. If you're trying to make an exact replica of what I am making, this is a round wastebasket Corbeil Ronde. Oh wait, that's just a different language. Oh. But it's a 3-gallon bucket, or 12 quarts, or 11.3 liters. United Solutions, just organize your home. That's just what the sticker says. But we don't need this sticker on here because that's just going to get in the way. But yes, we have our nice basket. Now, let's see what stuff I have in here that I'm going to be using. So, we have just your casual masking tape, because, you know, masking tape. We have Rust-Oleum Universal Advanced Formula, Paint and Premier in one. Any surface, any angle, fast drying. Rust preventive, so it's going to prevent rust. It can be used on wood, metal, plastic, and masonry. I'm assuming that's like stone and such. I don't know. But it's basically just gloss, but this is espresso brown. So, I might use this, I might not. Probably gonna end up using it though. Let's see, what else do I have? I have what I'm gonna be painting this whole thing with. This is some nice, also same brand, Rust-Oleum Bright Coat, but this is a metallic finish. So it's gonna make it look all metal and such, because it's cool. I would, but I probably shouldn't just eat all the spray paint. It probably won't even taste good. I have these. This is a glasses case, yes, but inside I have my 2 blades to like cut tape and stuff, or like holes in this, if that's what I plan on doing. I haven't really planned this out yet. I have this blade, which, you know, once I told you guys, once it hits 25 subscribers, I will be doing a 5-finger fillet video. This is what the knife I use, or the knife I actually use for everything. This was bought for me by my friend Jesse. He's a great guy. This was like $15, so I highly appreciate him buying this. So thank you, Jesse, for this, and this is what I'll be using to actually cut things when I need it. What else do I have in my wonderful bucket? Blue paint. This is a foam cone, which is just dry foam. I was actually going to cut this into a dagger, because why not? It'd be pretty cool to have. And what else? I'm not exactly sure what this stuff is called, but it's like double adhesive, like, so it's like a foam strip, but it has adhesive on both sides, so it can like stick to something and like have something stick to it. I was wrong. The adhesive is only on one side, so like you can stick it to something and then paint it. I'll probably end up using this. What else? We have my nice paintbrush for using that blue finger paint because I don't know where my acrylic paint is. We have a nice pencil and paper. Don't fall, Mr. Trash Can. But so my plans with this are anything that's gonna have like a hole in it, like I was gonna do like side holes or like dot holes or something. I would like draw on this and then tape them onto the trash can, and then that's how I would know where to cut. So there's that. And that's everything that I have in my bucket. But when making that dagger, I'm going to need a handle, so I will more than likely find something to make the handle out of. So instead of all this jibber jabber, let's actually go ahead and get started. Alright, so now that I have everything set up and I got everything here, I'm just going to take my, my helmet. I'm just going to think of some ideas because this is how it's going to be worn. I'm not going to cut it out and then... So...
When I began this whole thing, I took a piece of paper out of my notebook so I could measure it vertically along my helmet. So when I was measuring it, I just took a nice and simple like Crayola box that I had on my table, and when I was doing this, I just made a straight edge and all that, but it was basically about a foot long if you're going for actual dimensions. Well, I didn't have anything to cut it, so I grabbed myself some nice little scissors, and then I cut out the strips out of the paper. I believe I did 2 eventually, but I taped them vertically against each other. So when I did this, it would form, one big straight line that I eventually tucked under the roof of the helmet. And I also did a horizontal one that I will be getting to momentarily. When I was taping it, I had to take a big long piece, and I'm talking like really long. So when I ripped it in half, everyone knows this trick. You basically fold it in half kinda, so it'll like overlap and stick to itself. So once you lay it flat, it sticks, and you can basically have like a double-sided adhesive. It's real nice. So when I was putting this one piece on, I found basically where I wanted the middle of the helmet to be, and this became my divider. So along with my first middle piece, I already told you that I had to do a second one. So this was where I was trying to get the tape to work for the second one. And once it did, I took it and I put it right on the helmet because I was trying to figure out where I wanted the eyes to be, because this is where this longer strip was going to be. But that was all after I did the second strip to the vertical line. Also, once I put these 2 vertical lines on together, they would not actually stay together, so I put a piece of tape on them to keep them from coming apart. Same process for cutting out the next strip that I cut. It was about a foot long, and I cut it in a way that would make it work, and I did the double adhesive trick on it, and then I stuck it to my helmet where I would like the eyes to be, because this would be your vision. I was trying to show off the helmet because, it's just a nice cross, plus sign, vertical line divider, and then where your vision would be. Next, I moved on to the holes. That's what it was. So I didn't really have a plan on where I was going to put them, so I was going to put some paint on a piece of paper so I could dot the bucket using the end of the paintbrush. But when I was opening this bottle, I forgot that it wasn't even opened in the first place, so out of pure stupidity, I tried squirting a not opened bottle. But once I did it, I just marked all the different dots, right side and left side, by repeatedly grabbing more paint and then putting a dot where I wanted it to be. There is a total of 8 on each side, 3 on top, 2 in the middle, and then 3 on bottom again. I tried to show it off in the camera, but it didn't work. And yes, don't mind me eating the paint. So I was going to take a screwdriver and try and basically drill holes into it. It didn't work at all, so I went to the next best thing. And I held scissors in probably like the stupidest way you could, right by the blade, and I twisted until a hole appeared, and then I hollowed out where I wanted the 8 holes to be, total of 16. As you can see, there was the whole selection, and this is how I was going to make my layout. 3, 2, 3, as I said. Then I did the other side with great ease, after I figured out the great process of stabbing as hard as I could and then twisting it to hollow it out. Next, I fetched myself a nail file and filed off any excess plastic that there may be. Unless it's the inside, then I couldn't really get to that. Once I finished this, I moved on to basically cutting out 3 small triangles to put on the ends of the horizontal strip. This would just be giving it a small tad bit of design where it would just look kind of cool, as I would think. But after I got to this point in time, my phone storage did get full and I had to stop recording. There will be more videos after this. I just have to find the time to record it. But thank you for watching.
This is our show.